stay above rising waters, doubting falters. Head stay up, build your altars. Head stay up, can't be held down. Head stay up with your feet off the ground.
One.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jazz Mafia Tuesdays, number
15.
kind of 14.5.
It's very quiet here, except for the car alarm going off. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We miss our friends. We miss the band, but there was no question in our mind this was the right thing to do this week.
Oh, there's a question.
Yeah, slight.
There's like a dark moment a few nights ago. But you have to question everything, so that's just what we do. And after briefly questioning it, we realized we just can't be breaking the law right now. We got to do the right thing. So it brought this new idea of similar to when we did our listening parties. We did our listening parties because we had to do quarantines and things, and we weren't able to perform. And the listening parties were a lot of fun. We got a lot of great feedback from a lot of y'all out there about that. So tonight what we're going to do is do a retrospective of the past 14 weeks of Jazz Mafia Tuesdays here in our compound. And it's not necessarily like the best. It's a lot of what I picked and Shayna picked are things that were maybe a lot of you didn't see because about halfway into this run of shows, we started doing this thing called the Green Room, and we've always had a Patreon only set. And so I went and found a lot of kind of standout moments from the Green Room. So a lot of you will be seeing things that you hadn't seen before if you've even been watching a lot of the streams, and try to show a little bit of everything that we've done, a lot of the featured performers throughout. And we're going to start it out with one of the most recent shows that we did. Shotgun Wedding Quintet a couple weeks back was a reunion show. The band hasn't played much in the last few years, and this was the first time in 7 or 8 years that we were reunited with original member Joe Cohen on stage.
Woo woo.
It was really fun and special. So this is one of the pieces from that clip of a song called Frank Bullet. We got Car Wash running it, Brian Adorama from his house, doing it safely. And I'm going to say this many times tonight. Take it away, Car Wash.
Pick me up at 10:30, it don't be late. In your rusty old arc that the road can't break. We've been working all week, now we looking for girls. Spot a few down on Market, slow down a little bit, and then we still got some room in the back, we keep it bumping, they ain't looking, in fact, so we still got some room in the back, turn the beat up, babe, turn the beat up. Then I put my feet up on the dashboard.
Don't do that.
What, is it disrespectful?
My car is a classic, man. Watch my leather.
I thought it was a bucket, but whatever. I wanna look fresh, so riding down Mission. Roll down the window so the whole world listen. Look, it's my boy Alexander, sporting his boots made from a salamander. We still got some room in the back, he's got some homies and a few of them rap, so we still got some room in the back, turn the beat up, babe, turn the beat up, come on! Roll free on the Autobahn. Ride free on the Autobahn. Next week is Joe Bagale. Next week is Joe Bagale. Right here, right here. Right here, right here. Happy Thanksgiving to the people in the house. Happy Thanksgiving, and we gotta turn it out. Roll free on the Autobahn. Who got the turkey and work it on out? Woo! My people get in. He's got a homie and she's got a friend, and a little baby brother's in the back just strapped. I'm in the middle, it's a little bit packed.
Put a blunt up in the sky.
Nah,
Why?
I don't want a hot box contact high and it all paranoid and grizzly mouth. Take a left on Cypress and let's head south. Come on. We still got some room in the back. I think I hear a siren in fact, so we just. Is that a cop right on our back? I think turn the beat down, hey, turn the beat down. Mr. Officer, I didn't realize it was a one-way street, and I'm so sorry, sir. UTPW was bumping the beat, and really, I'm not intoxicated. I know we smell like the Grateful Dead, but I'm not all that faded. You want my license when we leave it in set, and then we roll out, and then we pull out and burn rubber right over Potrero at the Skylark hover. Try to turn left, then we try to go north, then we head off the deck, and we ride off the sword, then we. Joe Cohen, ladies and gentlemen, on sax, keys, clarinet, and flute. That's my buddy over there. P-Dub on the drums, P-Dub, the one and only. When you hear those drums, you know it's P-Dub. Give it up for Adam Thies on bass, trombone, and fuck dialogue samples. And my man, John Monahan on the guitar over here.
How about it one more time for Dublin on vocals and samples?
How's everybody doing? Hope you enjoyed the Shotgun Wedding Quintet. That was a tune called Frank Bullet. And Joe Cohen got busy on that. That was one of my favorite moments from that show. Shotgun will be back on December 29th, crossing our fingers. Everybody cross your fingers on the internet right now.
And your toes if you can.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of you are watching from all over the place, but here in the Bay Area, there's a lockdown for 3 weeks, but people seem to not be totally sure that it's just going to be 3 weeks. So, but we're counting on it for now that Shotgun will be our first live band, Jazz Mafia Tuesday, moving out of this lockdown. And you'll be hearing more from that band. We're doing a lot of recording projects, working on another album. Woohoo! Feels good. So cheers. Hope everybody has their drinks.
Oh.
These are kind of like the lemon drop, but not quite the same.
We have lemons.
Yeah, we have lemons, fresh lemons, and then tequila.
Cheers.
Gotta stay the course. That's the best advice anyone ever gave me with alcohol.
And I've gotten a couple of text messages already of your drinks. If you want to text me, we can share. There's some beautiful looking cocktails that people made out here.
Cocktail contest.
Look at this one. This is from Darian in Richmond. It's perfect.
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. Yep. Yep. And then there's another one too. Where is it? I'll find it.
So,
Antonia.
Oh, yeah, Antonia's
She's got hers in
chilling.
a jar. Very hipster chic. Love it.
Next to a log cabin.
In a
Craftsman log cabin.
Really good.
So I wanted to make sure to also show everybody, in addition to the highlights and a lot of our favorite little gems from the 14 weeks of Jazz Mafia Tuesday so far, some of the parts that maybe I'm a little embarrassed about.
Lowlights?
Lowlights. And there won't be a lot of them, don't worry. But it's really easy for me to put my finger on what would be the part that I wish I could just erase or do over. But it's kind of funny, so we're going to play it for you. It's only like 30 seconds. But the very first Jazz Mafia Tuesday, the very first song of the very first Jazz Mafia Tuesday, and the rest of the whole set, actually, after sound check, I went in to fiddle with something in the control room, and I was doing sound. This is before Car Wash came on
To save us from ourselves.
On the audio tip. It just really helped me a lot. This is too much. But I went in to listen to the audio, make sure, and it was, okay, it sounds cool. And somehow in the process of that, I muted the stream feed audio. So fortunately, it was an acoustic brass band, and so the laptop was the only thing picking up the sound from the band. And a lot of people stream with their phones and their laptops. So people weren't saying, oh, it sounds horrible and I'm tuning off, but it probably wasn't quite the level that they were expecting from these beautiful cameras that they were seeing, multi-camera streams. Like the video was amazing, but the audio was crap because it was just the laptop. So anyways, going to play you the very first song from the very first Jazz Mafia Tuesday. It's just this little intro that John Tuba wrote for a thing we did called Sunday School, maybe like 4 years ago when we were doing that at the Great Northern. It's kind of adds to the charm of it because it's like a game show intro, and just the whole thing is just a funny moment in time. And we're gonna jump right into week number 2, which was a version of the Mob-Tet, which was also kind of didn't go as planned because I was looking at the roster going through like, oh, it was week 2 again. And the people whose names I had down for week 2, it was only like one person who was originally on the gig ended up being on it because it was like fires were happening and COVID was happening. It's just like every week things were just so upside down every week. So it was like not the normal band, which was really cool. So we ended up having Ben Misterka rocking with us, and I think Henry Plum, and then Kevin Wong Tommy Okudo. So you're going to hear 2 songs from Mob Tet. Definitely a step up from the audio on the first little clip you're going to hear. All right, Car Wash, you want to rock it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sunny Oakland, California. Jazz Mafia is out. Studio is outdoors. We're having a great time out here. Hummingbird Studio is doing a live camera switching. We've got Tommy Okudo on the tenor saxophone, Rich Armstrong on the valve trumpet, John Seberlick on the tuba, Aaron Kerbel, birthday boy on the tub. Here's Julie Adams on the sliding horn. We're gonna play some music for you right now.
This is CL's homemade cider. Super impressed, dude. Feel free to leave some on my front porch anytime.
Right on, right on. So we hope you enjoyed that high quality audio from the very first Jazz Mafia songs, a live stream. Live and learn, and it's definitely what we're doing these days with all this crazy recapitulating and trying new things, and even like what we're doing tonight. So thanks for being a part of this big experiment with us.
Hey,
wanted what?
he's falling on me. Okay, this is merch guy for all of these inquiring minds. We haven't really played any shows in a long time. He's pretty creepy.
His personal space meter is a little off.
Yeah, hello, hashtag me too, dude. He is wearing some sweet stuff, though. We have a little bit of merchandise left. If you are holiday shopping and you're wondering to get your parents or your friends or whatever, hit us up. We have some hats, we have some hoodies. I think that's all. But take them, please. We don't want them anymore. We have no space for them.
Up next is another one of our earlier episodes. I think this is probably the third episode of Jazz Mafia Tuesdays. And at this point, I was really starting to feel a little more comfortable, and the technology of everything wasn't so overwhelming, and wasn't forgetting to turn the audio on and all that kind of stuff. And so I remember this one because I brought in a new arrangement of a modern R&B artist named Kalela. And the band really took it to some special places. And so I'm putting a little clip of this song, Frontlines, from Kalela on with Matt Wong, Darian Gray, Tommy Okudo, and myself. And then the second clip is going to be our guest vocalist that night was Kamiko Joy. And we did a reprise of this arrangement that I had done with her. We performed it one time at a Treat Social Club back in like 2015, and it was amazing what she did with it, and I always wanted to rock that with her again. So we did a not a big band version like we did at Treat Social Club, but we did it with this group that I just mentioned. So we'll give you a little bit of Radiohead Pyramid Song featuring Kamiko Joy after Kalela. So we're mashing up some different kinds of songs with vocals, and one is an instrumental and then one with Kamiko tearing it up. Take it away, Car Wash. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. Do you guys hear that? There's somebody playing a
don't.
horn in our neighborhood for sure. Tommy, is that you?
Yeah, it's really odd.
Ross Eustace?
Very odd. Sorry about that, but that's a first.
Yeah.
Maybe a horn
We're
player moved
normally
into our neighborhood.
too loud.
So yeah, how about it for Kamiko? She lit that up, right? Wow. Most of these you can find if you go to our YouTube channel, Jazz Mafia YouTube, and look them up. Sorry, this is so...
They just hit a clam, whoever it is.
Wow. These are all archived, so it's at least all the ones that aren't green room shows. The next one that we're getting to is, speaking of things not going as planned, well, we had the fires in Northern California this fall, and rather than canceling, we went into our friend Bri-Fi's studio, Brian Matheson, Skyline Studios, and we did a thing in there as a kind of backup plan one day. And it was, different than being in our backyard. There were certain things about it that it was nice to be in a nice recording studio again, but also like I missed just having the dogs running around and all of the
chaos.
But we thank Brian Matheson for letting us use the studio. We actually were in there 2 times during this run. And this one is something, like I mentioned in this previous clips, we're really starting to use Jazz Mafia Tuesdays as an outlet for bringing in new material and trying new material out. And so this one, we had a lot of new songs. I think 3 were written by our one of our key collaborators, Jonathan Cyberlick, John Tuba. And John, very last minute, there's a theme here, couldn't make it because it was probably like a COVID concern quarantine situation, or he was just sick and didn't want to risk it. And so they did the show anyway. And so it was kind of this odd concept of playing someone's music when they're not there. Like it was almost like a tribute.
But we called him
a living tribute
to listen.
Yeah, and
during sound check.
It.
Yeah, he said it was good to go.
Yeah. So anyways, this is one of the songs from that session. Like when I think about that session, that's one of the most memorable parts, is just that we're playing all this music of John and he wasn't there.
Well, and didn't Sasha Jacobson just like come on in last minute? Sasha doesn't even play the same instrument as John, and he came in with his giant double bass and just like ripped it up.
Yeah. So this song actually will feature Sasha on a upright bass solo, Tommy Okudo on a rare baritone sax solo. He doesn't bring the baritone that much. He sounds great on it.
We have to pay him extra.
Yeah, he has to like rent a bigger car, I think, to fit it with everything. And Ross Eustace, who's on the chat right now under the Jazz Mafia.
No, that's me.
Oh, I can't tell who's
Maybe
doing it.
we're both on. Dun, dun, dun.
Ross,
try to figure it out.
Ross takes great trumpet solo on this, and this is the world premiere. The first time we played this new jam by John Tuba called Exhaust Funk. Take us away, Carwash.
One.
All right. Beautiful bass playing, Sasha. That was amazing. Yeah, love the Barry and the upright bass. We gotta have more of that. More Barry sax and more upright
Great
bass.
combo.
Don't you all think so too? More Barry and upright bass, tuba. That's what I want. Just want all those low instruments.
Okay, fine. I'll just go now.
Viola could kind of go in there. You just have to play a lot more viola.
Just keep talking.
Anyways, so that brings us up to around like week 5 or 6, something like that. And we brought on one of my favorite groups in the Bay Area, the Hogan Brothers. I'm sure Jazz Mafia fans are familiar with the Hogans. Colin has played with us. Colin Hogan's played with Jazz Mafia since the very early days, with Realistic Orchestra quite a bit, and with Brass Mafia as well. Oh, hi, Ella.
Hello wants to say hi.
And I'm just a huge fan of the Hogan Brothers, which is Julian, Steve, and Colin. They have a trio. They also collaborate with a lot of different people. They did a Halloween show here with Lukman and Omega as well. But we're going to play a little bit of Hogan Brothers from a Jazz Mafia Tuesday performance that they did. And this is also memorable to me because it was the first time that we did a green room. We were experimenting with different things for one of the other sets that we were doing for Patreon only. And this was the first green room show. And no, it's like pretty special, right?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I think that we sort of pivoted away from doing just a second set of music because the band sort of felt like they were finally reaching, like, everybody would get warmed up, and then the audience would shrink because we had that set up for patrons only. And we thought it would just be a lot more interesting to kind of get behind the scenes. And so we came up with this idea. I think Keith Lawrence from Cosa Nostra coined the idea of calling it the green room. So it's like behind the scenes, kind of before the show, what's it really like? And we really love the idea. And it's really developed since we began it to something really, really special. So each one is a little bit different. Sometimes we get really nerdy talking about how the music was made or like why somebody voiced something the way that they did. A lot of times, Adam will kind of have these little secret challenges that nobody knows are gonna happen.
There's one that you're about to see.
Yeah, you'll see one of those. And honestly, so much magic has happened. It's just really cool to there's something about getting people when they're sort of off the cuff, like when they're not expecting it. It's not really the show. People are a little bit relaxed and just sort of in a different mind frame. A lot of magic happens.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we're going to start off with one of the challenges for the Hogan Brothers, which involves an instrument that you would not typically play as a professional on a stage or on a live stream concert. And Colin handled it amazingly. So dig that. And then you'll see a little bit of Colin talking about some terminology and then explaining how they use reharmonization. It is what somebody asked about what reharmonization is, and then he demonstrates reharmonization in a song, crazy mashup that they did of Night in Tunisia and Michael Jackson, Can't Help It. So enjoy this. Take it away, Car Wash.
Right out at you guys. So reharm is reharmonization. So that means to take the same melody but put different chords to it, so that it it's one of my favorite musical elements or kind of concepts to play around with, because the melody, especially if it's a great classic melody, that's going to be so strong. That's really going to be something that you'll still be able to hear and recognize. And yet you have these other different chords, different harmony happening underneath it, which gives it a kind of a fresh sound. Word. So listen, especially right off the bat when we play this little passage. There's kind of some reharms going on here that are a little bit different. But you might still recognize some of the same melodies.
Challenge achieved.
Right on, Hogan Brothers. Super fun. The other challenge was Brian was just commenting, damn, they played Sausalito fast. That was another challenge, in addition to Colin having to play on a toy piano that's usually Ella's instrument. I asked them to play the song as fast as they possibly could. So that was mind-boggling. These guys are so talented. Crazy. Wanted to mention our Patreon, because that's really what has made this whole thing possible. And we never want to beg for money. It's there if you can support. And I think in the 3 or 4 months we've been doing it, it's worked out so smooth, in the sense that it's just, we put it out there, we mention it like once in a live stream. We'll mention it once, usually it's on our videos and stuff, and it's been a ton of support from people. And we just want to make music, and so this is enabling us to be able to hire people like Brian to run these live streams for us, and to kick in money when the tips are low for the band, and to produce video content, and to keep putting out music right now. So because the sob story, how like there's no gigs, and like just this week Shayna had 3 gigs come through. It was like, sweet, finally. And then what happens? They all get canceled, and so it's just times
not all, but at least half.
It's a very uncertain time. So the Patreon has made it possible for us to just continue doing something. I mean, we're not at full capacity. We've had to have a much leaner operation, but we are hoping to bring the large ensembles back and do all these kinds of wild, ambitious things that we're known for.
Can I interrupt you really fast?
Yes, please.
I just also want to say there's been this completely unexpected added bonus of Patreon. It's just like the interaction that we've been able to have with all of you that are there, and people that are showing up in the green room and asking questions and saying, like, hey, could you guys play that faster? How fast could y'all play that or whatever? Like, it's really special. That's not something we've ever been able to have before in live shows. And so we're really appreciative for the energy exchange and sort of the idea exchange. And it's been really cool. We've met a lot of new friends. So thank you.
Yeah, and I've been digging. I know a lot of other musicians that have performed on Jazz Mafia Tuesdays have mentioned that they love looking at the comments, because obviously we can't really see the comments in detail when we're playing. Sometimes we'll get to see a little bit on an iPad or something, but it's really fun to go back and see what everybody's chatting about. Sometimes I'm just so lost. I have no idea. Y'all have like your own little secret society that even I don't know what's happening, but it warms my heart to see people connecting and to think, okay, well, we're having some small part in keeping some good vibes happening for people's lives right now. So thanks for being a part of that. This next thing that we're going to play is kind of a little Cosa Nostra string set. When we launched this series, Cosa Nostra was the most busy project in Jazz Mafia. We just happened to be putting out a few albums around the time that this was all launching. And we did a listening party because we had to cancel our live performance because of a COVID scare. And so we did a live listening party. And this is from that listening party. There's just a little clip. I mean, it's you can go on and watch it if you really want to nerd out, because we talk about each song in quite deep detail. But it's a little bit of a clip of Lewis talking about one of his songs, and then it jumps into Cosa Nostra's performance that did end up happening a few weeks later. It's a little bit of Shayna's song August, and Keith does some beautiful vocals. And the standout thing of this also was this clip of Cosa Nostra playing is that this is where Brian Carwash, our engineer, really, you get to see how he adds another layer to the music that for me is really important and can take it to another level, where he's dubbing out the band and adding delays and reverbs to give it more of the feel that you would only get in a studio recording or production. And so we all just kind of light up having Brian add these touches that make it feel a lot more like an immersive musical experience. So look out for that in August.
He's the sixth band member.
Sixth member. Take it away.
I gave him this little thing. It's kind of a 3-part thing. You've got your jazz fusion A section. Then you have your Balkan 9/8 B section, where Adam takes a really cool trombone solo, and then we have a sludge metal C section. So shout out to like Neurosis, some old school Oakland sludge metal, that kind of thing. And that's basically it. And thanks to everybody in the group for bringing the metal.
Cookie Monster.
If there was a singer, they'd be singing like this.
One of these things
is not like the other.
Oh yeah, so I did mention that Brian was the 6th band member. I meant that he was live mixing that and really like playing off of us, and then we play off of him, and there's almost as much interaction between us and him as there is like, you know, somebody that has a instrument in their hands. It's really special. We're really lucky to get to work with him. But Cheryl Clifford put something in the chat that reminded me. I had asked everybody that night to type in what this song August sounded like to them, or what the music was referencing or describing. And it sounds like I probably never answered it what it was for me. We got so many awesome answers from y'all. But for me, August was inspired by that super hot, sticky
Oh, let me turn up the heaters.
summer day. We're going to pretend we're in right now.
We're gonna work up a sweat.
Like that day that there's like only 4 of a year in the Bay Area. It's more like of an East Coast thing where it's like the air is so thick that you can't really move, and you're just kind of sitting on your stoop or slumped over in your backyard or front yard or something with like a ice cold beverage, and it's like just taking it to your mouth is like all you can do. But there's such a sweetness to that. So that was the feeling that I was trying to encapsulate in that piece, August. But I love that it conjured so many other vibes for people, very similar vibes, but bohemian and sexy. I get that. Well, some people have this on their like special nighttime mix, and I'm like, ooh, la la lee.
Hey, I
feel-
pitched it to the wrong playlist
I
on
feel
Spotify.
like people are taking that song to bed with them. Okay,
Sexy time music.
okay, I'm not mad.
So I want to give a shout out to all the musicians that have made Jazz Mafia Tuesdays so successful so far. Can't mention all of them, but I know a few are on the stream tonight. So Darian, thank you for rocking so much with us in these crazy times, man. Darian was supposed to be here tonight, actually, with us, with Breathless and Kevin Wong and Brooklyn.
Kevin's on. He's watching tonight too. I saw him in the chat.
Yes.
We'll just be postponing. We're still going to make it happen.
Yep, we will return with that show in the next few. Tommy Okudo is on. What's up, Tommy? Another
Lucy.
key player. Hi, Lucy. And let's see, who else? Well, Jamie Moore, who we get to rock with. He's also in our pod, our neighbor. I saw Jamie on there. But yeah, just a big shout out to everybody who's been involved. It's been crazy. And also to Sonia D and Nino, who helped us get this whole thing off the ground in the very beginning. And Nino really did supply some beautiful camera work and kind of like a lot of guidance for us.
Yeah,
for
Hummingbird
getting this thing.
Studios.
Hummingbird Studios. Look out for good things from them. And also, please contribute to Sonia's GoFundMe. I know most of you have probably seen it. It's been out there, but share it if you can.
We'll put the link in the comments.
Yeah, we all got to stick together, right?
Right.
And speaking of sticking together, another musician that we have on the chat right now is Aima the Dreamer, and Aima just slayed a Jazz Mafia Tuesdays when she came on about a month ago, and so it was kind of hard to pick a highlight from Aima's, but as we were saying, we'd started the Green Room series about halfway through this 14-show run, and so I ran it by Aima, are you down to do this? And she kind of looked at me like another crazy Adam idea, but as soon as we started doing it, it just reminded me of like when we'd done some of the interviews for Brass Bows and Beats like 10 years ago, and I remembered how amazing Aima was like on camera, and she's just like such a pro. I mean, she hosts tons of shows, I guess, so it shouldn't be a surprise, but so Aima just lit it up in the Green Room segment.
She took the bar and she brought it up here.
Yeah.
And now that's the new bar.
We had this great conversation, which we'll hopefully be able to share with you more in the future. But I grabbed the end of the Green Room. We usually play a full song, and this was a tune that we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do, and so we just kind of gave it a shot. It's a song called Set It Free, which is more of a duet rapping with Aima and Dakini Star. And Dakini, we couldn't fit that many people here, so Aima basically did all the parts or did a live remix of it. It was really cool.
Dakini wrote the song too.
Yeah.
Shout out to
collaboration between all of us. And So this was just a really special moment, kind of like a sound check moment that was really magic. And we played the song on the mainstream that most people saw, but this is a more raw version. I think Ben takes like a crazy extended guitar solo in this one. So here it is, I Am the Dreamer. Take it away, Car Wash.
What it do? Rocks you from the core, are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free. Set it free. Stop, don't give up, cause I know we right at the edge of a breakthrough, so we hold on tight to the possibility that this life is possibly divinely orchestrated for us all perfectly. Yet the delicate me, delicate irrationally, but I passionately be looking to set it all free. That enemy, hey, it's the only way to make a change. A point of view if you don't want it to stay the same. I'm either changing it or I'm choosing it. I either own my gifts or I'm losing it. Now I'm attuned to it. Now I'm a proof of shit. You got me doing it, baby, got me doing it. Hey. Woo. What it do? Rocks you from the core, are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free. Set it free. What it do? Rocks you from the core, are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free.
Set it free.
The most incredible sight, sound, soul to take flight, bound goals, so skies round goals that speak light, blind love that seems like the end of all words, when the end of the world is the start of the absurd. So reclaim your name from the chains of shame. Stand tall in all that we learned and gained. We got the tools from the wells of the heart and brain, while our spirit run wild, free, untamed, barefoot and bold, untold the tale of the wise, a warrior woman, the scale. Do it again. I'ma do it again. Do it again. I'ma do it again. What it do? Rocks you from the core, are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free.
Set it free.
Set it free. What it do? Rocks you from the core, are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it. Ups and downs, but we stay on track. From the front to the back, from the future to the past. The questions we asked that our ancestors laughed at. Sprinkle me, baby, I'm a stardust lady. Yo, I walked through Hades and I made it to the other side. Slide, lifetimes on lifelines, yes, ride. Mothership set course, now fly. I have Horus on source, yes. I am the sun, the moon, and the sun. I am the brighter than rain. I am the fire that burns, yes. I am the seeds that remain. Yo, this isn't the first or the last of my name. I speak words of power and I do it again. Come on, do it again. Do it again. What it do? Rocks you from the core. Are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free. Set it free. What it do? Rocks you from the core. Are you ready? What it be? You can be whatever, just get better what it is. Think it'll make it, leave it, or take it, set it free. Set it free.
get free.
Don't shoot me with that gun. Don't shoot me with that gun. Don't shoot me with that gun. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, no. Don't shoot me with that gun. My hands are up, not the one. My mama lay next to my dead old pop. I can beat him with one, but you use multiple shots. So, Nala, don't do me with that gun. Don't shoot, hey. Don't shoot me with that gun. The day will be so dark without the sun. Lord, he's about to blow me from here to kingdom come. Don't let him shoot me with that gun. I got you all fired up, but before we even meet, you got me all fucked up. But to each his own heat. Nobody move, nobody move, nobody move fucking inch. Nobody move fucking inch. Nobody move fucking inch. Nobody move fucking inch. Nobody better move fucking inch. Nobody move fucking inch. Nobody move fucking inch. Hey. Don't move. To the sun. Guess you know the things I've done, but you don't know I'm on the run. So don't shoot, shoot, shoot that thing at me. Don't shoot, shoot, shoot that thing at me. You know you got my sympathy, but don't shoot, shoot, shoot that thing at me. Don't shoot, shoot, shoot that thing at me.
Hi. Feel like we're being watched. Yes, that was Sola T doing Heat after Aima's Set It Free, Lighting It on Fire. Shout out to Sola T for doing such an awesome Jazz Mafia Tuesday with us. And
A few.
A few.
Didn't he do a couple? Anyways. It's been a long year.
He did one with Dublin.
Yeah.
And that was from the one with Dublin, but I think, or no, he did two too, I think. Yeah. Oh, wow.
We're fine, guys. We're doing great. We're doing.
You guys are thinking of
the
listening party.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyways, we're happy to be bringing so much different music that Jazz Mafia's orbit has been touching through the years. And we haven't been able to include everyone in this first episode of the Lockdown Special. We'll be back next week with more. And we'll be featuring all sorts of other exciting, maybe even a few bloopers since it was such a big hit, making fun of myself. And we'll have some more Adam Ponytail camera.
Wait, are you saying the ponytail was a blooper?
Yeah. Anyways, We got time for a couple more. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're rolling with the punches. We were not able to do the show because of the current lockdown in the Bay Area. You all know about it. Sorry to keep reminding you, but I'm just thinking if somebody tuned in and they're like, "What? I heard that they're doing live concerts. They're just playing videos of stuff they already did." Well, so that's what's happening. We decided, you know what? We're going to be safe. We're going to do this thing the right way, set a good example. And so here we are. And it's actually been really fun just checking out this stuff. We don't always have time to look back at what we've done. And so it's just more of a reminder of how lucky we are to have this community of artists here just kicking ass, major ass. And so we will not stop. We will be back on the 29th with live concert, Shotgun Wedding Quintet. And if you haven't signed up for our Patreon or you want to get on our email list, just go to jazzmafia.com. You can find all the links there. And we're going to finish it out here with a couple songs from the Green Room segment. And the Green Room is something that is only available for the $20 a month subscribers on our Patreon and above. And, you know, as much as we don't like doing things that are exclusive and, you know, all that, it is something that has helped because, we want to give different incentives for different tiers of what people can afford. But with that said, if you can't afford it and you really want to see some of the Green Room, just hit us up. We'll put you to work. We will put you to work.
We have plenty of things that we need help with.
Yeah, it's and that's what's been beautiful about all this is I feel like people are paying what they can, and if you can't pay anything, but you just need like the healing powers of music and connection and all these things that are happening through Jazz Mafia Tuesdays, like we just are happy that you're here. So we'll all help out however we can. So on these last two songs, we have Leland Kane and Tiffany Austin, two different Jazz Mafia Tuesdays that we did. And in each of their Green Room series, we got into some different stuff that I have not gotten to experience with either of these vocalists in the tons of gigs that I've done with them. And so I thought I would share with you a little bit of those. Leland, I just said, hey, let's play a blues. And so we just improvised on a 12-bar blues with electric bass and vocals, which it's just a fun thing to experiment. You know, we have so many opportunities to rock out as bands. And so to strip it down to such a unique instrumentation was really exciting for me to hear her voice in that context. So it's a real treat. And then we'll finish it off with Tiffany Austin and Matt Wong doing a duet. I think I jump in on bass at a point, but same thing. I just wanted to strip it down to like the smallest instrumentation that we could make happen with what the combinations we had. And Tiffany does, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a Creole song I'd never heard her do before. It was a surprise, really, really cool.
So cool.
Very soulful. And, these are things that were not even talked about until like the second before we went on the Green Room. So I wanted it to be spontaneous. So like to thank Tiffany and Leland for being such good sports and just jumping in. Actually, I made a mistake. The Leland song, there was two really cool things that I wanted to use. So it's the other one. This is with the whole band. It's not the bass vocal duo. It's with all of Cosa Nostra and Leland. And we just, the end of the Green Room segment, we said, okay, that was fun. Now let's just make up a song together on the spot without talking about it. Just, improv. And so this is completely improvised.
But
song.
you do want to see the blues that the two of you did.
Yeah.
If you're not a patron, hit me up and I'll send you the link because it was straight magic. Okay. Take it away.
Cheers, y'all. Thanks
Car
for
wash.
watching. Take it away, Car Wash.
This is Halloween in our quarantine. Children stuck inside, they cannot seek or hide. Well, they all go fast asleep.
Yeah.
is called La Table Ronde, which in which in French Creole means the round table. Hit me again, sorry. Oh, fais trop la table ronde. Fais trop la table ronde. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. De nuit plus grande nuit était au lit malade. Il était au lait couché en bas une table de verre. De tous les temps en temps. Ouais, goudé, goudé, goudé. Hey! Hey! Here we go. Whoa, take a 3 turns round the round table. Take 3 turns round the round table. Allons chercher, chercher, chercher. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. We'll laugh and drink and party like the best of friends. When it's over, we'll just start again. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. Allons chercher, chercher, chercher. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 way, ba, 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 oh. Baby, yeah. Come on. Fais trop tôt la table ronde. Fais trop tôt la table ronde. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. On the nous était au lit malade. Il était au lit couché en table de verre. De tous les temps en temps, oui, goudé, goudé, goudé. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. Well, I said, allons chercher, 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 chercher. Yeah, yeah. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. Yeah, yeah. Allons chercher, 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 chercher. Allons chercher, chercher. Hold on, I said chercher. No, we on the 5. I chercher, chercher. Oh, we on the 5. Chercher, allons chercher, chercher. Allons chercher, chercher.
One.
Yes,
Tiffany!
yes. Tiffany Austin,
Woo!
Leland Kane, thank you for that vulnerable outpouring
Yeah.
of the spirit. That was beautiful. Shayna, could I get a refill? I'm kind
Oh,
of
sure.
empty. Do you have any left?
Well, I don't have much, but
Jeez.
I've got some tequila right here. Remember, folks, when the pandemic gives you lemons, find yourself a bottle approximately this size, or a friend who loves you very much and knows you need a bottle approximately this size,
Or make lemonade.
or make lemonade.
Thank you.
Yes, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
Cheers to everybody out there. A little virtual internet cheers. One last thing I wanted to say is, if you could, please spread the word about Jazz Mafia Tuesdays. It's just such a weird world right now. We're all overloaded with just all this crazy notifications and everything, and it's really hard to get the word out. We just want people who would be into this kind of thing, live, underground, creative, eclectic music, played by real musicians, taking chances, being adventurous. We want to get that to people who would enjoy it. So you maybe just think of a few people that would fit that, and just, send them a personal note. That would be really appreciated. It makes a big difference. We're just trying to do this thing right and build it with no bots or any of that crap. We want to have it be real foundational grassroots stuff. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Shayna E, and we're going to get out of here, right?
I have to say something else?
Yeah.
I thought I was done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying home. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Cheers, y'all. Merch guy. Bye.
Cheers.